Good. Now, fill in the blanks using the affirmative, question, negative. Affirmative, interrogative, and negatives. Okay? You can see the symbols here. Each symbol refers to something. Of course, if you have this line, it means the negative. Okay? So what do you think in number one? She, sugar in her coffee. Okay? Two, she, chewing gum. You know chewing gum? It's like French. She, crosswords. Les mots croisés. She, what here? Do you know this sign? Can you recognize it? Let's see. Cooking. And finally, she, her fingernails. Fingernails. Women take good care of their fingernails. So look at the frame here. We have verbs in affirmative and in negative, and we need to use them here. I am keeping my eye on the chat, hoping to receive answers. So far, I haven't received any answers. So what do you think in number one? She doesn't sugar in her coffee. Yes, of course, you've got the image in your PDF. You can use it in different device. She doesn't make. Alright, I receive it, Huda. Let's see. She doesn't... we don't have she doesn't make here. Maybe she doesn't like. Good, very good. SCR, good. So let's hear it.
She doesn't take sugar in her coffee.
Okay, is the audio clear here? Okay, let me repeat.
She doesn't take sugar in her coffee.
Good. Now, next one. She, chewing gum. Alright. Doesn't like, exactly. What about chewing gum? It's not in the negative. She likes. Okay, let me see. What about number three? Crosswords. It's an activity. Do we have another chance to use like? She enjoys, or she does.
She does crosswords.
Good.
She likes chewing gum.
What about she enjoys? What about number four? What do you think? She yes. She listen. We can say she enjoys doing cross. We need a verb. Here she does crossword, and as you say, yes, she doesn't smoke.
She doesn't smoke.
Right. Good. Now next. What about this one? Something about kitchen. Yes, guys? What did you say? She doesn't... She doesn't enjoy cooking. Do. She doesn't enjoy. Okay, let's see.
She doesn't enjoy cooking.
Good, very good. And last one. She, her fingernails. You see, is it clear? Fingernails, are they find the sound? Good, very good. She bites her fingernails. To bite, mordre. Okay? Bite, mordre. Hello, video international, welcome. She doesn't do cooking. Let's see, she doesn't do cooking.
She doesn't enjoy cooking.
She doesn't enjoy cooking, okay? Okay, Huda? So your friends were right. Good, so let's listen again.
She doesn't take sugar in her coffee. She likes chewing gum. She does crosswords. She doesn't smoke. She doesn't enjoy cooking. She bites her fingernails.
Good. So what's the rule? This is the present simple, right? I mean, what's the rule in the affirmative using verbs in present simple? We have subject plus verb. Okay? He, she, it plus verb plus s plus es or plus ies. I hope you are taking notes. Use a copybook, book notes, and jot down what I'm explaining. Good. When we want to express the negative form, we use don't or all subjects plus don't plus verb except he, she, it plus doesn't plus to bite is mordre. عض شيء. Okay? This is to bite. To use your teeth. Okay? To cut off something, to tear something using your teeth or jaws. Good. Now we're going to review to present simple. Let's listen to this video. It's about different forms of the present simple.
I swim very well. Do I swim very well?
Do you see here? We have affirmative, interrogative. I swim very well. We have the subject, the verb, and the complement. The question is, we have I swim very well, but we need to use do. You know this, okay? We are just reviewing here. Let's carry on. Negative.
I don't swim very well.
Okay, if you want to express negative, I swim, between them we have don't. Okay? So bite is to tear something with your teeth or jaws. The jaw, la mâchoire, the jaw. Good. Now let's carry on.
She makes sure.
Okay, she makes sure. What's the question? Let's imitate. You know, imitate. نقلو. Imitate the first example. I swim. Do I swim? She makes. Do she makes? Do we say? Do she makes very well? What do you think? Hmm? You know, sometimes I need to stop to see if I have answers, if you have answered, because I know at this moment the connection is very slow, because everybody is online. So, I'll make sure you are really following me. So, instead of saying, okay, does she make sure, very good, do becomes does with she, he, it. Very good, Katie. So, does she
make sure?
Listen again.
She doesn't make sure.
Good.
They.
Wait a second.
I don't swim very well.
She makes sure.
Good, Emina.
Does she make sure?
Don't forget.
She doesn't make sure.
She doesn't make sure. Now, last
They
sentence.
play ball.
They play balls. What's the question? You know, this is pronounced in French way. They play boules.
Sure.
It's French game.
They play boule.
Boule. Don't say boules, okay? Because this is a French word. And in French, we don't pronounce S, the plural S. Do you agree? So, this is a French game. You know, les boules, this is it. Do they lay boiled? Does she make sure? So, do we have lay boiled here? Do they play boules? Very good. Fatiha. Okay, do they play boules? Good, Fatiha. Yes, I see. You typed the word play carry. I understand. It gives you lay and I got confused. Very good.
Do they play boule?
Do they play boules? Do they play
They
boules?
don't play
They
boule.
don't play boules. So I think the rule is clear to you. Okay? I think you don't have an issue with the present simple. Maybe you have some issues with present simple and continuous, but we will see this. Just let's follow the program. Good. So far, so good. Okay, let's carry on. Here, I need you to match the pairs. Okay, of course you need to listen and you match the pairs. Okay, so we have, what do we have here? Washington, you know Washington? What's in Washington? Washington DC, of course. We have the White House. Casablanca, if you like. The White House. Okay. Now, I need you here to look here. We have some facts. We have some facts.
The President of the USA lives in the White House.
Okay, so the President of the USA lives in the White House. We are going to do like this. We are going to match.
The President of the USA lives in the White House.
So here we have some facts, some definitions, if you like. What about vegetarians? What do they do? Is it... I'm going to help you. 1, 2, or 3. Vegetarians, from vegetables. Is it small? Okay, let me see if I can make it big. It's big now. And try please to check the file I sent you. If you want to stay live, check it in a different device, in another phone. Is it clear now? Very good, Fatiha. Don't eat meat. Don't eat meat. Make sure you're using a high definition quality of your. Now it's good. Good, very good. Thank God. But you know, فيديوهات متنوعة. Try to check you're using a high quality in your YouTube video. Good. So you're right. Sorry.
Vegetarians don't eat meat.
Okay, what about the next one? In Switzerland, most people okay, and we have Roman Catholic priests, the prêtres, the fathers. She's unemployed. Unemployed is jobless. The son, he's illiterate. Illiterate يعني أمي ما قارش. Opposite is literate. Banks. So I'm going to give you some time to do this. Alright? It's okay for you? Take 3 minutes or 4 minutes, alright? Then we correct together. See you in 4 minutes. Alright, that's correct. I read your answers. You did good. In Switzerland, most people. So, who got the answer about Switzerland? So, video at Montenegro says banks don't open on New Year's Day. Fatiha says priests don't get married, of course, especially Roman Catholic priests don't get married. Fatiha also, or Huda says he's illiterate, he doesn't know how to read and write. Bahia says British drivers drive on the left side of the road. Who else drive on the left road? Any other country? Any other people? You can answer me later. The sun rises in the east. Yes. The sun rises in the east and goes down in the west. Good video head. Okay. So what's left? In Switzerland, most people speak German. Nice. Now, let's do some listening so that you are familiar with English a lot. Let's do this. Let's go to number 3.
People speak German.
This is clear, right? Okay. Next one.
Roman Catholic priests don't get married.
Next, we forgot this one.
She's unemployed. She doesn't have a job.
She's unemployed. Good. Next one.
British drivers drive on the left side of the road.
Including Indian people, they drive on the right side of the road. Okay. What else? The sun
The sun
rises in the east, and as I said, goes down in the west. Next.
Banks don't open on New Year's Day. He's illiterate. He doesn't know how to read and write.
Okay, is this clear? You have 100% correct answers. Okay. You can, I have an idea, you can from time, whenever we correct, you can take screenshot of your answers in case you want to revise later. Alright, let's go on. Grammar, present simple questions. So
I often go to Berlin.
Okay, so we use when do we use the present simple? We use this present simple, I think I explained this last time, to talk about repeated or habitual actions. Okay? Une action d'habitude, a verb that you use every day, sometimes, never. Okay, I hope this is clear. Is it clear? Okay, please, in case nothing is clear, the image is not clear, let me know. Okay, so we use the present simple to talk about repeated or habitual actions. Des actions qui se répètent souvent. Une habitude. Au présent. For example,
I often go. He has a shower every morning. I enjoy.
Good. So I often, or I often, as you like, you can pronounce it as you like. Often, as you like. Go to Berlin. He has a shower every morning. Okay. So all this is a habit. We talk in general. We use the present simple. We eat couscous on Friday, every Friday. Okay. Every every day. All right. We take breakfast, or we have breakfast every morning. So here we talk about something habitual, if you like, habitual. And when we talk in general, for example, pizza, I speak English, okay? I play football. This is activities that you can do in general. All right? Okay, so like,
I enjoy dancing.
all right, and
She studies music.
she studies music. And you, what do you do? I work at a pharmacy. I work at a bank, okay? Etc. So here we use the present simple. Good. More. We use the present simple to focus on what happens rather than who does it. Here we often use the passive form. For example,
The bridge is painted every 5 years.
voilà. Here we talk about, this is what we know as la voix passive, or meaning مجهول, because we don't give importance to the subject, we give importance to the object. Quand on a importance, yes, video, facts and habits we do every day. Good. And also, another example here.
BMWs are made in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
In Britain, most babies are born in hospital.
Okay. So when we talk about something in general, in the passive form, also we use to be in the present simple, past participle. But I prefer to discuss this in another lesson, in order not to make things confusing from the beginning. Now let's move on. What's the form? Form is easy. I work, I don't work. Affirmative, negative. I work at weekends. I don't work at weekends. She works.
She works at weekends. She doesn't work at weekends.
Okay. So the rule is simple. With subject plus verb, as it is, if we have she, he, or it, third singular, third person singular, we use s. Sometimes we use es and ies. When it comes to the negative, like
I don't work at weekends. She doesn't work at weekends.
we use don't or doesn't plus the verb. Here, for example,
She works at weekends.
we have s in here.
She doesn't work at
We
weekends.
don't have s at the end of the verb because s is already here in the auxiliary do. Now, interrogative is this.
Do you like horror movies?
Mm-hmm.
Does she like horror movies?
Very good. Good. Now, I need you to put the words in order and fill in the blanks. Let me read this first. The Dinka live in, and you choose from here. The men of the tribe look after, and they regard them as extremely important. What do we talk about here? What do you think? It's an animal. They regard them, in the plural of course, as extremely important. When a boy grows up, his father gives him a... What does he give him? And he looks after it for the rest of his life. He with it and science. Listen, by the time I finish reading, if you don't understand the word, send it to me on a YouTube chat. He space to it, and when it dies, he like a friend. Although the Dinka is a tribe, Kabila, gets from the cattle يعني قطيع ديالهم. They don't, if they want meat they usually hunt what? Where? In the river Nile. Of course, this is a grammar reading. You need to concentrate a little bit, and I guess this exercise requires 6 minutes to do it. Take 6 minutes and try to send your answers on the chat here. See you in 6 minutes. Okay, time is up. Sorry for the misunderstanding. We had to. I was trying to answer at the same time, but we didn't pay attention to the question, which says put the words in the correct form and fill in the blanks. No, it's not difficult, but we just didn't. We didn't follow the as we should have. Okay, so here I put the question in the right order. What does the boy do with the balls or with the ball? He plays. Here, can you make this question? Give what a growing up boy does the father? Yes, so you say the father. Oh, sorry, I mean, next time I want to use music. Alright, so what the father give a grown up boy does? One more and you get the answer. What do you think? The father gave a grown up boy. You know a grown up boy? طفل شاب. Okay. هذيك كبر. So the question simply here, what does the father give a grown up boy? Special ball. Good, Huda. Yes. Grown up boy. Good. Special ball. Next one. Do the men of the tribe look after? Very quickly send me all the questions. Do the men of the tribe work? What? What do you think? Yes, very good. Hold up. What is a alright WH word? This is a WH word question. All WH words should be at the beginning. So what does the man look after? Cattle. Qata'. Now the Dinka live do. Good, Fatiha, good video, Kairi, Amina. What about the fourth question? Okay. What do you think? So we said WH words begin questions where do. Very good. So you can notice WH words are followed by do or does plus subject plus the verb. Next one. Where do the Dinka live? Good. In Sudan. Okay. Where? Yes, good, Huda. Next one. Do you think about the fifth question? From the cattle. Yes, Munia. Where do live? No, Munia. Where do the Dinka live? Okay. Where do we have WH word plus do or does plus subject plus the verb. What about this one? From the cattle, the Dinka get do what? Of course, we take yes, Fatiha. So what? Here, good Fatiha. Do. What is it? The Dinka. What is the verb? Get. What is the object from the cattle? They get milk. Okay. It's okay, Munia. It's not a big issue. Now, next one. What do the Dinka get? Yes, good Huda, good Amina. Huda, what do the Dinka? What do the Dinka get from? What do the Dinka subject get, verb, from the cattle is the object. Now here, does what do what? Do or does? What? Do or does? We need to look for the subject. If it is third person singular, we use does. If it is another pronoun, do. So which one here is the object? Of course, the boy. So the boy should be here. So one goes, what does, very good, Fatiha and Amina and video. What boy do when the ball dies? Mourns for it. You know, mourns is to cry a lot when you lose someone dear to you, when he dies or pass away. The person mourns for that person. This one, the boy. So the boy to the ball, what does sing? Of course, we begin with the WH word. What boy do? Oh, good. Yes, exactly, Huda. Now, what about here? Boy to the bulls does sing. Good, Fatiha and Amina. What does the boy sing to the bulls? What do you think? Before I confirm. What does the boy sing to the bull? You can use your imagination. A song. Sing to the bull. Good, Katie. Good, Huda. We have two Hudas. Huda. Yes. What do you think? S. Songs. So my guess was almost right. Last one. Hence, the Dinka do in the river Nile. What? We begin with what? Do. Good, very good, Katie. You were quick. Yes, Huda Shubar, yes. I didn't want to pronounce your family name. So they hunt hippopotamus. Hippopotamus can be with T or TH, as you like. This is a Latin word. This is a hippopotamus. Good. Now, I need you to use these words in the blanks, to fill in the blanks. Okay? So, please give me answers from 1 to 8. I'm waiting right now. Let's see who is the quickest in answering the passage. So, Katie, you say Dinka live in Sudan. Good. Very good. Video, the men of the tribe look after cattle. Yes, Shubar, yes. What's number 3? What does he give him? Good, Amina. Amina is giving the whole answers. So we have Sudan, cattle, special bowl. Yes. Play. What else? Continue. Huda. He plays with it and sings. Good. Yes, Huda. Yes, we do. So he plays with it and sings. And when he dies, or when it dies, the ball, when the ball dies, the boy yes, mourns for it like a friend, as if the ball were his friend. Okay? Though the Dinka gets from their cattles, although the Dinka get what from the cattles? Milk. They don't normally eat them. If they want meat, they usually hunt. What's left? Hippopotamus. So they don't. What we can understand here, there is a strong relationship between Dinka tribe and their bulls. Okay? Tiran. The bull is a toe, if you like. So brother hands hippopotamus from the river. Okay? So you have 100% correct answers. You did good here. Exactly, Huda. Very good. Some receive, well, let's say usually I receive late answers, but I'm reading everything. Very good, Fatiha, Huda, Munia, video, Kairi, for the answers. Amina also. Good. Now, let's carry on. Okay, match the answers to the questions which refer to the inlined fragments. Look at the Tuareg. You know the Tuareg, of course. Live in the Sahara. Okay? The Tuareg, of course, it's a member of a Berber people. They are Berber people or Berber tribe. Okay, they are located in the Sahara. They live in the Sahara. The Tuareg live in the Sahara region of North Africa. Okay. Now, match the answers. This is answer. What's the question which goes with this answer? Why do they cover their faces with veils? Of course. Let me help you understand more. When you look at a sentence, try to fragment the sentence. You know, to cut the sentence in pieces. حاولوا تقطعوا الجملة الأعضاء, if you like, parts. We have subject, verbs. عندنا فيه بزاف المعلومات. We have time, we have place, we have manner. Now look, the Tuareg, this is the verb. This is subject. The verb is live in Sahara region of North Africa. This is complement. So, if you want to ask a question about this one, for example, we have Tuareg live. Where? So we use where because you talk about place. So which question from this list goes with this answer? Because these are answers. Why? No. Where? Maybe. Where do many Tuareg live nowadays? So we will stick this to this. Yes, video Tawaref. Good. Now, look at number 2. People call them the blue people. Amina. Yes, Huda. Excellent. People call them people because they wear blue robes. Yeah, because. Which WH word is required here? You say because. It's a why. So do you have why here? Why do they cover their faces with veils? Does it answer this one? No. Why do people call them the blue people? This is a keyword. It's mokli. Put it here. Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Okay. Try to number these things. We have, this is answer number 1, answer number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in your copybooks. Very good. 2. What people call them? What do people call them? عندكم كتابة ثقيلة. You can just write the beginning of the question and we will understand. Okay, take 3 minutes. Excellent. I can see that you can make questions out of answers. So both men and women cover their faces with veils as a protection against sand and dust storms. I have a feeling some of you might put here why, no, not why. Okay. So you are right. I mean, also video 3 goes with 1. Why do as a protection against scent? Okay, exactly. 5 with 5. You are right. Video says 6 with 3. Are you sure? Go down. Video for 6. Go down a little bit. Fatiha says 5 with 2. 5 with 5, as Huda said. Huda says 6. Where many? What did you say? Where many Tuareg live nowadays? For number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do live. Yes, where the 12 work live. Good. Right. So for number 4, traditionally breed camels. What do they breed? Okay. You know what we mean by breed? Like the Dinka, they breed bulls, but they don't eat bulls. Okay. So they take camel caravans across the Sahara. Number 5 with number 5. What do they take across the Sahara? Across, à travers le désert. Okay, this is across. And finally, nowadays, what did you say about number 6? Some of you says 3. Video says 3. Ben Look says 2. Same thing with Huda. Okay, let's read 2. We already have 2, you see? Where do many Tuareg live nowadays? The Tuareg live in towns and cities where they work as servants. Tuareg live in the Sahara region of nowadays many Tuareg live in towns and cities. I think it can be correct, or you can simply say something 3 with 1. 3 with 1, yes, and 1 with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or here maybe. What do you think of this? Look, because here we have nowadays, okay, and here nowadays. Where do many Tuareg live nowadays? You know, nowadays, ce jour-là, these days. Okay, so nowadays many Tuareg live in towns and cities. Okay, because we talk about nowadays, not like the past. Okay, so many people from tribes nowadays live in cities because of the migration, country, city migration, hijra qarawiyya. You understand, Huda? Good. Here the Tuareg live in the Sahara region. This in general. Where do they generally live? So where do they generally live? Where do Tuareg live in general? We use the present simple. Good. Is it clear now? And the proof is we have 100. Good. Now let's hear this.
The Tuareg live in the Sahara region of North Africa. People call them the blue people because they wear blue robes. Both men and women cover their faces with veils as a protection against sand and dust storms. Traditionally, the Tuareg breed camels across the Sahara. Nowadays, many Tuareg live in towns and cities where they work as servants and night watchmen.
Okay. Wow. Let's carry on. Let's review some grammar here.
Once a day, once a week, 3 times a year, every 6 hours, every 6 days, every 6 months, every 6 years, every 6 months, twice a year.
Good. So we call these frequency adverbs. In addition to, as you can see here in the always, often, or often, usually, sometimes, rarely, never, or seldom, we use these in the present simple. Whenever you see these keywords, كلمات مفتاح, you automatically use the present simple. Okay? This is for sure. Now, if we go back to the table, is it amazing? So these frequency adverbs are used in the end of the sentence. For example, if you say I play football
Twice a week.
Twice a week. It means I sometimes play football. I sometimes play football. If, for example, you say I play football every day, it's I always play football. I always play football. So the frequency adverbs you have on your YouTube chat. Yes, good. Are used between subject and verb. For example, would I always play football? What do you often do? I often read newspapers. What do you usually do? I usually talk in English. What do you sometimes do? I sometimes visit my cousins. What do you rarely do? I rarely go to the beach. What do you never do? We are Muslims, we never go to the bar. Okay? Good. But if you want to use once a day, twice a week, 3 times a year,
3 times a year,
every 6 hours,
every 6 hours,
every 6 days, etc.,
every 6 months,
they are used in the end of the sentence. So what is once? Once is one time. One time, une fois. One times a day, une fois par jour. One time, a week, une fois par semaine. One time a year, une fois par an. Twice is 2 times. Then we have 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Okay, here we show the number of times. Okay, often means غالبا. هادوك كيتسموا frequency adverbs. هادو frequency expressions. I sent you the frequency adverbs that you can use between the verb and the subject. Between the subject and the verb. That's it. إما داير نكون في الطابلو هنا. Frequency expressions, we use them in the end of the sentence. Okay, often we can choose between 2 frequency expressions with the same meaning. نقدر نقولوا every 6 months ولا twice a year.
every 6 months, twice a year,
Chaque 6 mois. هي 2 fois par an. Okay. Or for example, twice a week. It's 8 times a month. 2 fois par semaine, il y a à peu près 8 fois par mois, if you like. And of course, always, often, souvent, usually, aussi, d'habitude, if you like. Sometimes, parfois, never, jamais. Never means seldom. Okay? So these are frequency adverbs, expression, the frequency of the verb. The frequency of the verb. Good. Now, fill in the speech bubbles. You know, this is a speech bubble. Now, of course, you have answers. You need to use questions. For example,
Afford it.
we repeat,
Twice a year if we can afford it.
if we can afford it. To afford something, to make something available or happen. Okay? Yes, 7 days a week or every week. Good. Now, what's the question? Which question goes with this answer?
Twice a year if we can afford it.
How often do you go to the dentist? How many cigarettes do you smoke? How often do you clean your teeth? How often do you go on holiday? How much coffee do you drink? How often do you go to the sea? What do you think? Yes, usually is editing. Good video. So what's, in your opinion, the question to this answer? Do you go on holiday?
How often do you go on holiday?
Excellent. Good answers. I'm proud of you. How often or how often do you go on holiday? Twice a year if we can afford it. Good. Number 2.
About 20 a day. About 20 a day. About
It's one of the three questions here. Yes.
How many cigarettes do you smoke?
Very good.
How many cigarettes do you smoke?
about 20 a day.
Good. Very good. Now, next one.
3 times a day. 3 times a day.
It's one of the two questions here. Good. Very good.
How often do you clean your teeth? How often do you clean your teeth?
3 times a day. 3 times a day.
Number 4.
Every 6 months, but only for a checkup. Every 6 months, but only for a checkup.
What do you think number 1?
How often do you go to the dentist?
Very good video.
Every 6 months, but only for a
Only for a checkup. For most. Good, very good, Fatiha. And you say it has already answered. Video has already answered. Number 5.
About once a week, if there's anything good on.
It's very easy. From the picture.
About once a week, if there's anything good on.
Yes. Often do you go? Yes.
How often do you go to the cinema?
About once a week, if there's anything good on.
Very good. And the last one.
How much coffee do you drink?
About 6 cups a day.
How much coffee do you drink?
About 6 cups a day.
Very nice. Okay. Last one, exactly, Fatiha. Now, the last exercise for this live. Mark the expressions which mean the same. They have the same meaning. Of course, we have more tables here to do. We have 1, 2, and 3. Can you see that? Good. Now, let's do this table together. On the 1st and 15th of every month. On the 1st and 15th of every month. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, which one of these? Yes, check up. They check a verification. They check, the doctor checks your teeth if they are okay or not. You don't have a surgery, just check. You are just checking. Is this clear, video? You give us your name so that we can call you by your real name. It's examination if you like. Okay? Medical examination. Good. You say twice a week. Let me see. So twice a month. Good. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Which one? Or once every 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks. Are you sure? Okay, let's see. Okay, Fatiha, we will check on this. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you say number 1 3 times a week. Every 3 weeks. Every 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday. Yes, it's possible. You're right. Good. 3 times a week or every 3 weeks. Why? Because we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is every 3 weeks. Every 2 days is like Monday, Wednesday, no, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Whereas Monday, Wednesday, Friday is every 3 weeks. Every 3 days, sorry. Or 3 times a week. 3 times a week. Is this clear? Now number 2, in April, July and October at 9, 20 past 9, 20 to 10 and 10. What do you think? Four times a year. Yes, because we have 4 months, 4 times a year. And 2 every 3 months. January, February, March. January, February, March. If I think 4. April, May, June, July. July, August, September, October. Every 4 months. Okay? And 4 times a year. Remember this. Okay, Behi, you say 1, 3. 1 and 3, yes, very good, Behi. Yeah, excellent. But we can't say it for Friday, second. It's false. Yes, Fatia. 3 times a week. Without 4 times a year. I mean, not 1 and 2. I mean, if it is about January, April, July, and October, I think it's 1 and 3. So every 20 minutes. Or 3 times an hour. 3 times an hour. We have 3 times in hour 9. Okay. What do you think? Every hour? No, it's more than that. It's sorry. Okay. Every 20 minutes and 3 times an hour. 2 and 3. Good. Good, Kairi. Good, Amina. Dahia. Very nice. Okay. Now, in 1985, 1987, 1989, and 1991. Which one goes with these years? So, any answers? You say 1 and 3. Excluded, this is clear. Now, what about 7 a.m., 3 p.m., 11 p.m.? What do you think? 3 times a day. 3 times a day. Okay. Yes, you're right. What else? Or, yes, every 8 hours. Good, Fatiha, Amina. Katie, why number 3? Every 4 hours, because from 7 to 3 we have 8 hours, and from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. we have another 3 hours. Is this clear? Every 8 hours, very good. Yeah. Okay, take a break of 15 minutes. Then let's meet on WhatsApp to do more practice. Okay? Okay, take a break and see you on WhatsApp.